All right, guys. So we're going to do a midday market recap, go over the trades from today. Today is my 89th trading day of the year. I missed a couple days at the end of last week. I was in New York City and had some meetings, and then I didn't trade yesterday because I didn't have an account to trade in. As I mentioned yesterday and gave you kind of a teaser, I was switching brokers. So today is my first day with a new broker, and I'm trading. I'm back with Lightspeed Financial, and this is the first time I've traded there. And um, well, I've had my account there. It's still been active. I just didn't trade in it. So it's been well over a year since I've traded there. So it's nice to be back. I've always loved their platform. It's a fast platform. It's intuitive. I like the way it works. But in the past, the commissions were a little bit too high, and that was the only reason that I wasn't trading there. Well, I met with the president of Lightspeed, and we were able to put together a group rate for all of our students. So the group rate is, as I mentioned to all of our students earlier today, it's $2.50 per trade plus ECN fees for chat room members, and $2 per trade plus ECN fees for Warrior Pro students who are participating in the broker rebate. So for Warrior Pro students, it'll be priced at $2 per trade until you've saved an amount equal to the cost of your education. So essentially, it subsidizes your education through discounted commissions over the course of however long it takes you, 6, 12 months, or whatever it is. So those of you watching on Facebook, here's the live stream of my account. So today I made just over $1,000 on 3 stocks. And you can see this is Lightspeed. That's my, the way I separate this, I've got my active orders right here, and then I have executed orders here. So if I put an order for Sina, let's just say 1 share or something, and I put it at, I'll just say $98. And I press the buy button, that order is just going to be sitting here as an active order. So my active orders always show up here, and then I can cancel Control Q, and it disappears. I like to have active orders separate so I don't lose track, that I have an open order that's still pending. The green orders are the ones that I executed. The red ones are the ones that I canceled or didn't get filled on. So I've got the level 2 here. One of the cool things is I can tab between these 4 level 2s, and you can see how the one that's highlighted has the yellow border and the color is brighter. Now you can adjust all of these settings. We have our Lightspeed video where it's a demo of how to navigate this platform and how to change these things, but these are all customizable. I mean, you can make it whatever you want. This is just the way that I like it. All right, so finishing the day with $1,000 in the first 30 minutes, not bad, right? It's not a bad way to start the morning. And I'm leaving in about an hour, actually less than an hour. I'm leaving in like 25 minutes for the airport, and I'll be in Las Vegas for the rest of the week, trading with our students who are in the inner circle. And then from there, I'm going to fly to San Francisco and then drive up to Napa Valley. All right, so that's my itinerary for the next couple weeks, but I'll be trading on the road in my Lightspeed account. So it resulted in me having to take 1 day off of trading while I wired money out and then wired money back in. So I lost 1 day of trading, and I lost 2 days in New York City having meetings with different brokers and stuff like that, trying to put together the best rate for our students. Now, full disclosure, we're not getting paid any advertising fee, or we're not getting any kickback for any of our students who join. Basically, what I said is I don't want that conflict of interest. I want you guys to give any extra money that you have as a discount to our students. So basically, give our students the bottom line, the lowest you can possibly go, and don't worry about paying me anything. I don't need to get $50 per student or whatever those affiliate rates are. I just want to give our students the best opportunity. Now, at $250 per trade, this is obviously a really good deal. You do need the minimum balance of $25,000 because they're located in New York City, so they've got the PDT rule. So, that is what it is. But we're also working with Trade Zero that are in the Bahamas, and they don't enforce the PDT rule. However, they only accept international clients. So just as a heads up there, if you're international, you could trade with Trade Zero. But of course, I'd really encourage you guys to look at Lightspeed. They accept US residents and international residents. They just don't accept Canadians. That's the only, well, there's probably a couple other countries, but unfortunately, they don't accept Canadians. So that is what it is. But in any case, today was kind of a little bit of a day of adjustment. I was getting the platform set up last night and putting in all my hotkeys. My hotkeys are the same, no change there. I've got Control 1, buy 2,500 shares. Control Z, bail out of the full position. I've got sell the whole position, sell quarter, sell half. I have it both on the bid and a sell on the ask. So when I sell on the ask, remember that I'm adding liquidity. By adding liquidity, I get an ECN rebate. So for every 1,000 shares that I add liquidity, I'm getting a rebate of about $2. So today I added liquidity on 2,500 shares. And so that'll be, $4 and basically $5 that I'll make back. So, that covers 2 trades. I mean, it's not a lot, but it adds up over the course of, $5 every day of the week and, over each week of the month and every month of the year. At the end of the year, you could be talking about thousands of dollars in rebates. So it definitely makes a difference to be able to get those ECN rebates. But in any case, I got my hotkeys set up. And I got the platform set up. Just, a couple little nuances. You get used to doing things the way you're used to doing them. And to me, when I change platforms, and I've done this before, it's kind of like, you've been driving a, I don't know, Toyota for a long time, and now you're driving a Honda. Like, does everything work basically the same? Yeah, it does. Are some things a little different? Sometimes to put on the high beams, you push in instead of pull out. The windshield wipers might be a little different. You have the same functions. It's just remembering the new location for some of them, and that'll take a couple days. So, today was the first day, but $1,000 is good, and hopefully we'll have a good day again tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll be trading with our students in Las Vegas. So hopefully we have a good day, so I don't embarrass myself in front of all of our students. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not going to go crazy with 15, 20,000 share positions. I am continuing to trade conservatively. So Daniel, yeah, I'm not in. I'm in the halfway house. I'm kind of making my way out of Trader Rehab. So Trader Rehab for me was capped at 2,500 shares. Today I took 5,000 of SORL. So I'm increasing my size a little bit, but I'm still keeping it pretty moderate. Unless I see really, like I said, a quality setup, and then I'll be more aggressive. But I just want to continue to sort of slow and steady rebuild this account. My goal right now is to hit $50,000. So I'm at 41,729 this morning. Tomorrow I'll open around 42.7. So I've still got, $7,000 to go before I hit that level. And, it's arbitrary. I mean, it doesn't mean anything. It's just 50,000. But that's kind of my next target in mind. So I don't want to have a setback. I'd rather just slow and steady, get myself up to 50, and then, if the market is really hot, I can get more aggressive and, push it a little bit harder, but the market's been a little slow. April last year was slow, May last year was slow, and then June, July, and August were amazing. So you never know. Maybe this summer will be slow, maybe it'll be awesome, but I need to be able to adjust my risk to the market. So one of the things I also said today for all of our students is that I wanted to test you guys out a little bit and see if you were able to identify the proper entry points in the stocks that we were trading. So instead of me telling you the proper entry point, I was testing to see if you guys were able to call out those entry points in the room. And you guys did a great job. So I want to walk you through the trades that I took this morning, and you guys can compare them to the trades that you took. So the trade that I did really well on, made $1,000, was SORL. All right, so this is SORL. Now, why did I trade this one? Well, yesterday it made a big move. All right, you can see on the daily chart, big move yesterday, gapping up and then squeezing up to a high of 620. So yesterday's high was 621, and then you can see here this consolidation all afternoon yesterday, and then we ended up opening just a little bit higher. When we see this type of setup, there's a really good chance that the next day it continues, it breaks through the high and then goes even higher. So I was thinking 650, $7 back in my mind target, but we needed to break over 620. So pre-market we had a high of 609, which was also sort of this resistance right in this level. So I said, you know what? I'm looking at this to get in at 610 for the break of basically pre-market highs, and then my first target is 620. And so that's exactly what I did. The bell rang and I jumped in 5,000 shares at 610. Now we popped up to a high of 620 or 619, and I was like, looking good. I like this. Then all of a sudden we dropped down to 599, and I was like, you know, you got to be kidding me. This is how I'm going to start my first day at Lightspeed with a red trade. And then we popped back up here, and then I said, okay, well, the first candle to make a new high is the spot that is going to be important, and we want to see over that high right there that we go right up to 620, and that's what happened. So we went from 612 right there, which also would have been a really good entry point, and then we popped up to a high of 637, 639. So through that squeeze, I sold half, 3/4, stop right here underneath 620 on the rest. This level here was 619. So as soon as we broke below that level, I stopped out of the rest. My stop order got a little bit screwed up because I had typed it in wrong. So it didn't fire. We ended up dropping down to 609. I was still holding 500 shares. We popped up to 617, and I sold on the ask as we popped back up. So, and then I went and fixed my hotkey, so that won't happen again. So anyways, that was the first trade on SORL. So 2 entry points that would have been good. The first one at 610 right here, which was a little risky, and then the second one right here at 612, which was kind of the micro pullback after this, clear burst of volume in the first couple minutes. So a decent trade there. After that, I didn't trade it again. I was half interested in watching it as it was forming this bull flag right here, but I wasn't sure the first candle to make a new high was going to work because this orange dotted line is the VWAP, the volume weighted average price, and we were trading below that level. So I was a little unsure about that. All right, so that's SORL. The next one was XGTI. XGTI, I wasn't super interested in it. I saw it on the scanners pre-market. We've traded it in the past. It had earnings, but it's not one I've ever done really well on. Having said that, on this candle here, it suddenly squeezed from 180 all the way up to 205, and so I thought, okay, well, this thing clearly is showing some strength. So I jumped in, let's see, right here. You see how we had this consolidation for the break over 205. I got in this at 203, anticipating the break over 205. We pulled back for a second, then we popped up to 207. I ended up selling it at 204 for a $20 gain. So didn't really get what I was looking for on that one. 2,000 shares, $20. Sina is the last one that I traded. This one made a huge move from $90 all the way up to nearly $100 this morning. I bought, and in hindsight, I certainly could have held longer, but in any case, I bought this right here, expecting that we would break over 98.50, and over 98.50 we would squeeze all the way up to pre-market or to high of day, which was 98.84, and anyone who is short would cover. So you can see we got that break on that candle up to a high of 98.96. I had an order out at 98.97 to sell half. I didn't get any of it filled, and then we dropped back down here to 97.16. So on that one, I made $30 with 250 shares. So I wasn't taking a lot of risk. I was, trying not to be super aggressive, knowing that that was the price range that, I can lose 50 cents or a point in a matter of moments. So I didn't want that to happen. So I took it easy, and I'm fine with that trade. So anyways, 3 trades today. 10 executions total, 10 tickets, so 10 times 250, $25 in commissions. My ECN fees today on 14,000 shares are like 25, $30. So commissions today are about $50. Not bad. 5% of my total gains basically. So total gain is 1,033. Gains after commissions will be about $985. All right. So you know how difficult it is to trade when you've got big commissions. Now, for reference, I know some of you guys are trading with brokers where the commissions are, 0.005 or even 0.001, and that means on 14,000 shares, your commissions would be $145 today or $75 today, right? And that's definitely more than I'm paying. So, and that's not to mention the flat fee that's separate. So it would be even more. So, anyways, I definitely encourage you guys to, number one, you need to use the best tools for trading. And so Lightspeed has direct access routing. We've got the hotkeys. We've got customizable hotkeys. We've got smart routing, which is a little less expensive than the direct access routing. We've got a stable platform. And one of the things that's nice about this is two-step verification for login. So, for someone like me who, I've got my videos on YouTube and all that stuff, your account's a little bit more secure, which is really nice. Okay, so anyways, that's about it for today. Like I said, I got to head out to the airport. I got to leave in about 15 minutes. So I will do a live stream for sure tomorrow from Las Vegas. I might do one later tonight, depending on what time I get in and stuff like that. But I will be here the rest of the week. I'll be trading on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday morning. All right, guys. So that's it for now. So that was the update, and I know you guys are going to be excited to get your accounts set up and everything like that. So you can see I've got a link to the page where you can see all the details of the group rate and stuff like that. Okay. So with that said, I will see you all first thing tomorrow morning. All right. Bye, guys.
Let's be honest. If you made it this far, you must have really enjoyed that video. So what's stopping you? Subscribe right here and get email alerts anytime I upload new content. Until then, happy surfing